Hello, everyone, and welcome. I really want to start with a 30-second pause from everyone. I really want you to go back to time with me and think when was the first time that you heard the word cancer. How old were you and when? I was 7. We were in a family holiday in the summer in a very small village in the south of Greece. We were visiting family, and at some point, I heard that one of our uncles, a very old one, was ill, and as I thought at the moment, he was hidden away in his room. We weren't allowed to visit him, and we weren't allowed to see him. After a few months, I heard that he died from cancer. The next year, typical vacations in Greece, visiting again the same families, and there were whispers around us. One of our young aunts, he was at the time around 30 years old. She had 2 children, roughly the same age like me and my sister. She had cancer. So the family was really, really shocked. Everybody was trying to help. We started collecting money in order to send her to the United States, hopeful for a treatment. She's still alive and happily living with her family. But for me, it was a very traumatic experience. I was 8 years old at the moment. She was away for very, very long periods. She lost her hair. At the same time, I learned another complicated word, the word mastectomy. And her children, my cousins, found a second home with their grandparents. So at the moment, cancer for me and the rest of the family was a taboo word filled with stigma and fear. The next year, my mother passed away, not from cancer. She was 32 years old. I was 9, and my sister 6. And at the moment, I decided that I wanted to become a scientist, hopeful to find a cure. So things were progressing. I decided to go abroad for my studies, even though financially were really, really difficult. But I chose to study biology, and biology at that years was an amazing era, amazing advancements. It was the time of stem cells, the time of gene editing, genetics, the times of proteomics, microRNAs, all the hot topics of our era. So everything was going well. Cancer for me was really, really far away. It was just a word in my pathology books until I finished my PhD and I came back from my Viva examination. And I received a call from my sister. She was calling from Athens. Our dad was hospitalized. You guessed right, cancer, lung cancer, stage 4. And we lost him within 30 days. I decided to change my field, and from cardiovascular research, I chose to focus on oncology research, for the reasons that you are guessing. So I moved in Cyprus. It's my home now. And I was in a conference in the States. I was returning back, and the same day I received a call. It was my sister. She was diagnosed with cancer. For me, it was the final hit. I mean, it was the only person that survived from my family, from my immediate family, and it really hit me really hard. We spent 2 years together fighting, but we lost the battle. Cancer for me, it's really personal and really devastating. But why to care? Not because I'm here, but because cancer is around us. It's here to stay. Tomorrow, it might be me, you, our children, our parents, our family, our friends. In 2020, we hit the 10 million deaths worldwide by cancer. The most common types of cancer are breast cancer, with 12.5 new cases each year, followed up by lung cancer and colorectal cancer, around 10.7 new cases per year. At the same time, we note an increase in specific types of cancer, like colorectal and cholangiocarcinoma, that affecting younger and younger populations. We also note a 3% increase in prostate cancer, something that was previously declining. But we do have good news for you, for us, for everyone. Due to the advancements of medicine, we do see declining in cancer mortality rates in cases like leukemia, melanoma, and kidney cancer. And I do have a very nice example, the example of cervical cancer, that the mortality rates are really, really declining due to the HPV vaccination in the younger female populations. So not everything is lost. So what is cancer? Cancer, in very simple words, is the uncontrolled growth of abnormal cells. Just that. The creation of solid tumors and the metastasis in other parts of our body. The cause of cancer can be internal or external, like radiation, tobacco smoking, hormonal changes, inherited mutations. But we have a very wide range of treatment options. Treatment options might be surgery, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, brachytherapy, the new novel targeted medicines, immunotherapy, and all these can be really, really effective, especially when we have an early diagnosis. Treatment options, unfortunately, come in with surprises. And some of these are the toxic side effects. This is Magda, my sister. She was diagnosed when she was 28 years old, and she died when she reached 30. She died from kidney failure and liver failure due to the harsh treatments of her disease. At the final months of her life, she ended up in a wheelchair. She lost a lot of weight, a lot of hair, but she didn't lose her smile. The quality of her life was really, really bad. She had burns on her body due to the radiotherapy. It was really difficult to have a proper meal with her or taken even out for a walk, for a visit. And during the last weeks of her life, we had to visit at least 2 to 3 times the week the hospital. So when she passed away, I was scrolling on her social media wall, and I saw this. That's something that she left for everybody. That's all, folks. We do have one life that is full of happy moments and sad moments. But we do need to find our purpose in this life. For me, cancer, it's a personal bet. It's something that I will focus in as many years I have in this earth. I believe that the answer to cancer is precision oncology. This umbrella that under this we have targeted therapeutics, gene editing, and personalized solutions. We might look similar, but everybody is special with a different genetic profile. So the idea, our mission, and my team is working for the holistic care. Holistic care that comes from the lab to the bedside. We do want to create solutions for the visible, but also the invisible scars that cancer leaves on us. So we started by trying to find a cure with the easy stuff. So what are we trying to do is to create personalized message to silence cancer. And we do this by combining microRNAs and extracellular vesicles. MicroRNAs are really, really short RNA sequences that can control and modify in real time the expression of genes, something like a switch dimer. At the same time, EVs, extracellular vesicles, are very, very tiny particles that they are the postal system of our body. They are responsible to transfer and transport messages through healthy cells and also cancerous. Our idea is to combine these both systems in order to silence cancer. So traditionally, the cancer therapies are working by hitting and canceling cancer. And they do cancel it by becoming toxic and create apoptotic tissues. At the same time that we try and kill cancer, we also kill healthy cells. We don't want to do that. We have seen the results of toxic therapeutics. We try something different, something new. We would like to reverse cancer. And we have succeeded. So we are working with the little helpers of the cells, that they are called proteins. Especially in cancer, we have a plethora of proteins that they are overactive, like LCP1. LCP1 protein is responsible for the plasticity of the cancer cells, is responsible for the stickiness of the cells, the stickiness that create the really, really solid tumors. It's responsible for the metastasis. So if we find a way to moderate this expansion, we might have succeeded. So we combine extracellular vesicles that we produce them from stem cells, and we custom-made them based on the genetic profile of our patient. So EVs are finding a way to target selectively only cancerous cells. They enter and they release the microRNA together with some other secret recipe, let's say. So once they are in the cell, they downregulate RCP1 together with a majority of the oncoproteins responsible for the cancerous status. By doing this, we don't kill the cell. We reverse cancer cells back to normal. This is going to be one of the top breakthroughs treatments of the future. It's based on stopping the harmful effects that cancer has by reversing and trying to bring things back to normal. But while we're working on that, on a preclinical status, at the same time, I felt the need that we need to do something for all these organs that they're failing, like the liver and the kidney of my sister. We are creating biomaterials, like collagen, that we are using it already in bioprinting. So imagine if in a couple of years, we can bioprint the tired organs from the cancer patients. We can do it in a custom-made mode. Together with the bioprinting, we bring also regenerative and precision medicine in the market by taking care of the biggest organ of our body, which is our skin. I know that in oncology, we try to save the patient. However, we don't see the signs that it lives in our body. The signs are open wounds, burns, things that they are very, very problematic in the practical ways of living. So one of our next products is to try and create a line in order to prevent and take care of the obvious wounds on our body. Tech is amazing. Biotech, excellent. But I really believe that care needs heart. As a cancer researcher and a carer, throughout my father's and my sister's lives, I documented the problems. I documented the needs that the patients, their families, and also the healthcare professionals face. I strongly believe that through our own tough times, we can push ourselves in order to make things better for everyone. We want to turn cancer diagnosis into a very, very hopeful path forward. I want you to pause again for 30 seconds and remind yourself the child that for the first time heard the word cancer. You heard the word cancer and you were full of fear. Now I want you to be full of hope. I really believe that the solution in cancer care comes when we create humane and compassionate science. Thank you very much.